My husband's a useless gamer, and now he's my only hope. I'm trapped in this living hell. Alright, let's talk about my marriage, or what's left of it, because honestly, it's a complete disaster. My husband, this man I've been with for years, is a complete and utter mess. He was in the army, yeah, just like me, and it took a huge mental and physical toll on him. It also took a toll on me, but I'm not complaining, because I am strong, I am resilient, and I was able to power through it, because I had a responsibility to keep all of us afloat. So, I stayed in the army, while he quit. I did it to support us. I wanted to be a good wife, a good partner, a good human being. But then, I saw a new side to him, a side that I wish I had seen years ago. After he left the army, he just crumbled. He became this useless, pathetic excuse for a human being, and you know what? It made me want to vomit. He said he felt bad about it, so I told him that it was okay, that I would happily be the breadwinner. I'd love it if he could help out a bit more around the house. I just wanted him to do his part. I was trying to be understanding, to be patient, to be loving, all of the things that a good woman should be. He agreed, of course, enthusiastically. He promised he would be the best house husband I had ever seen, but that was just another one of his lies, just another broken promise in a mountain of broken promises. He started with playing video games all day, yeah, just completely and utterly ignoring everything that was happening around him. He would forget every household task that I asked him to do, and I would have to remind him, like I was his mother or some babysitter, and not his wife. The months passed, yeah, and it all slowly got worse. He started saying that these chores were hard, that his depression was making it impossible, so, of course, I did what any good, supportive wife would do. I set up a therapy appointment for him, like I was somehow going to be able to fix this mess by myself. Then, on the day of his therapy appointment, I came home and I found out that he never went. He just lied to my face, and he spent all of that time playing video games, like all of my efforts and intentions were meaningless. He also started spending more and more money, mostly on microtransactions, in his stupid video games, and on computer upgrades, as if we had money to waste. Then, at one point, I had to leave for a whole month, for a field exercise, and I was so tired and I was so ready to just go home. But when I did, I opened my door, and I smelled this horrible rotting smell. My apartment was infested with flies and ants, the dishes were overflowing on every single surface, takeout containers were all over the floor, and he just laughed. He didn't even care. He said that it was a little messy, like that was somehow okay. And then he asked me to clean all of it, after I had just spent an entire month laying in the mud and dirt, after I had just spent a whole month being physically active and exhausted. He wanted me to clean up after him, after he had just done nothing. I broke down, I started crying. I had just had enough of being the only person who was making any effort in this relationship. I told him he wasn't going to bed until he cleaned everything, and then, in a moment of clarity, I told him that I couldn't stay with him while he was acting like this, because that I was not a human being, that I deserved more than to be used as some kind of emotional punching bag. He panicked, yeah, of course, he did. He knew that he was losing me.